Thanks for joining us for Thought for the Week. You're probably aware that on Wednesday this week we start the week of prayer for Christian unity. The need for unity within the church has been a need right from the beginning. And very recently it's been the subject of interesting publicity. For example, if I may quote one of our national newspapers, reporting on the Archbishop of Canterbury and Pope Francis are undeterred in their efforts to see the two churches, the Anglican Church and the Roman Catholic Church, formally reunited. And then again, in one of our Christian magazines, Pete Gregg, the founder of the 24/7 prayer movement, reminds us of Christ's great unanswered prayer about unity of the church. And in that article he quoted this familiar saying, "In essentials unity, in non-essentials liberty, and in all things love." Now, when he speaks about that prayer, he's referring to Jesus' prayer in John chapter 17. It's a vital prayer for the life of the church. And in it, Jesus prays that the Father will be glorified, the disciples, Christians, will be purified in the way they live, and that the church will be unified. And the reason why Christ particularly prays that prayer is that the church will be unified in order that the world might be able to believe in the faith of the church. A divided church is an ineffective church, as somebody has once said. Hence, this week of prayer for Christian unity is vital. We may not be able to join a time of prayer, but we may be able to look at our own attitudes to our fellow Christians, whether they're in our same church or in a different church, and feel that we need to ask the Lord to give us a greater love and understanding for them, to see the areas that are vital that we agree on, and then when there are differences, and they're not necessarily essential differences, to accept them and to be able to love one another. It's vital that as a church, locally and nationally and universally, we become more and more united, that we become more and more effective. And so let me close with a prayer. May God, who gives patience and encouragement, give us a spirit of unity to live in harmony as we follow Jesus Christ, so that with one voice we may glorify the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, and others come to know and love him. Well, thank you for joining us for Thought for the Week. See you again next week.